right, y'all, we have this lovely apple pie for 65 carbs, or for less than 3, you can have an apple pie martini, and it's delicious. I'll take the martini.
You want to trade?
No, I don't want to trade. No. Hey, y'all. Hey, Erica and Jason from Time to Shrink, and it's time to
drink. All right, here we are.
Seriously though, welcome back to another Time to Drink episode. This is our first episode after publishing our first cocktail book, and I am super excited about it. There are like 80-something pages, all kinds of syrups, and I teach you how to make all kinds of drinks in a low-carb fashion. So if you're interested in that, it's normally $17, but since this is our first actual episode since it's gone live, I'm going to run a sale for $14. So look down in the link below, use the code that's down there, and you're gonna get it for $14. Why are you laughing at me?
It was 15. We said
Well, I love my viewers, so we're doing 14.
We had a great first take in 14, and you're like, no, let's do 15. It's 14, y'all.
Okay.
It's 14.
Anyways, another really cool thing about this episode is a distillery called Loch Union Distilling out of Napa Valley, California, provided us some alcohol to play with, and it is freaking delicious, y'all. I am not generally a gin person. I've been learning to make gin drinks that I do like, but I love this stuff. Like, there's two different types. There's the American dry gin, and then they do one that is a barley gin. And this one, oh my goodness, there's like...
Yeah, it's really funny because, like, we get locked into the liquors or the alcohols that we like. Like, you know exactly what kind of bourbon you like, and that's all we ever buy. And, like, we've tried so many gins because we weren't able to find one that we liked.
Right.
And this is absolutely...
And we found this right after the book, y'all. So my book does not say anything about these, but I'm able to go in and edit. So I'm going to go fix that and add something about them in the gin section.
It's so good.
Because I'm like thoroughly impressed. This is not a sponsored video at all. They did provide this for us, but it's not a sponsored video. But hopefully we're going to be working more with them because we're going to be drinking more with them. I can tell you that. Okay, this is the bar. Nope, this is the American drink. All right, let's taste it. Normally for gin, it hits me and I'm like, oh, like the juniper is too forward and it's too like hot, you know, like hot.
This has all the personality of gin without that punch in the face. It's so botanically and so delicious, but no, like you said, no punch in the face. All right, so now we're gonna try the barley. And these are from Napa Valley.
Right.
It's a handcrafted, like a craft.
Yeah, it's a craft distillery. And y'all, they have won all kinds of awards.
All right, so this is the rye.
This is the barley.
The barley gin, the rye. This is the barley gin. I think both of these bottles are about $34, $35. I looked them up. I don't know if you can get them in your part of the country.
Actually, they ship. You can have them shipped. Right. You can actually get, I was thinking about buying a case because it's $26 a thing if you buy a case. So it's like $100 a bottle, y'all. Yeah, $26 a bottle if you buy a case. It's very botanically, but it also is like, has like almost like a vanilla hint to me, or like a
it's dry.
Like a sweetness,
it's really dry.
Like a sweetness hint.
I think this is dry.
I love this one. This is one I could sip, like drink alone. You don't even need to put it in a cocktail, but you know, we're gonna put it in a cocktail. So let's get started. I have some great cocktails. I've been playing with this, and I have like so many, but I'm told I can only share 4, otherwise this will be way too long. So the first one is called an apple pie martini. So you can have a piece of apple pie for like 60-something carbs, or you can have my apple pie martini for like 3. So
let's make it.
Yeah, let's make it.
All right, so I'm gonna let Erica make the apple pie martini for you.
He's gonna let me, y'all.
Hey, normally you sit down, I make a drink.
Okay, so
we'll have a good time. I tell a little history. I don't even have a history story for tonight. I know.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Whatever. Okay, so you're going to take your cocktail pitcher, and I don't have my little stirry spoon, so you go get that right now. So this is going to be an apple pie martini, so it is going apple pie martini. So it's gonna go in a martini glass. So we need that, and then I'm using a Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar drink. This tastes just like apple cider. It does have some carbs in it, but we're only using 2 ounces, so you're still gonna have a low carb drink. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of this. There we go. So this has gin and it has dry vermouth. So we're gonna go in with the dry vermouth, only 1/2 ounce. Dry vermouth does have a tiny bit of carbage too, but a very small amount, especially for the amount that we're using. So we're using 1/2 ounce of that. And then we're gonna go with our barley gin, and we are gonna go with 1.5 ounces of this. And then we're just gonna throw in a cinnamon stick. You put your vermouth, you put your gin, and your apple cider vinegar drink. These are really available all over the place. I got it at a local health food store. Whole Foods has it. I think Trader Joe's has a version. Publix has a version. So they're all over the place. They're really, really great, healthy for you drinks. I'm gonna put in a few cloves and a cinnamon stick. And then I also put in a little bit of a caramel extract, which of course, here we go. I love Trim Healthy Mama caramel extract. You can get whatever caramel extract you want, and I'm only putting in a 1/16 of a teaspoon of it. So this tiny, tiny bit, but it is tasty. And then you're going to fill this up with ice.
Do you want to prep your glass before we fill it up with ice?
Sure. That's probably smart. So to prep my glass, you could use like just a liquid allulose, but I'm going to use some caramel syrup because we're going to put some in the drink as well. So what I'm going to do, you could do the whole rim of the glass if you wanted, but I'm just going to do a small portion. So I'm just going to kind of take it across the front. And then on my plate here, I also have a mixture of cinnamon, some orange peel, and some sweetener. And we're just going to run this right along that. Yeah, I guess Jason usually makes drinks for a reason, y'all. I create them, but I don't like throw them together very eloquently, like at all.
It's beautiful.
I'm not doing the next one. Okay, so you have that on the outside. Then I take some of the caramel syrup and just kind of drizzle it inside. So this is gonna kind of go in. And this is a low carb syrup, y'all. Choc Zero makes amazing syrups. This is the caramel syrup. So I'm going to do that, and then while that is kind of drizzling down in the inside of your glass, you are going to fill your shaker with ice till your ice is above your liquid. So you want your ice to be above the liquid, and then you take your long bar spoon, and you're going to just go fast in one direction until it starts to really cool down, and you'll see kind of like the condensation on the outside here. You're going to take your strainer, and then you're just going to strain this right in here into your nice chilled, pre-chilled, pre-decorated. And then what I'm going to do is I just sliced some apples, and I'm going to take my little toothpick and slide them through there, and then I just kind of rim that on there. I just think it's kind of a pretty look, or you could just float your apple right on top. And there you have my apple pie martini. This drink, I ended up having to send Jason to the store for this apple pie to go with my apple pie martini, just to show y'all you could have a slice of apple pie for 65 carbs, or you could drink your apple martini for like 3, actually less than 3. It's so good. Like, I really, really like this a lot. This is the Loch Union barley. If you
vermouth and apple cider, right?
Pretty much. You could. I've tried it both ways. This is still good with the American gin, but I just think that barley gin just has that little extra that makes this special. But I tried it with the American gin too, and their American gin is such a great product. Like, I would make it with that as well. But the things that are a little bit on the sweeter side, yeah, I've been pairing with the barley.
The great thing about rimming the glass is it gives you that like apple pie mouthfeel. Like, you think that it's, and it tastes exactly like apple pie. It's great. I love it.
It's really good. All right, I think we should probably move on there because we have 3 more drinks.
All right, get your stool.
I'm done, y'all. I've been fired
from the pie out of the way. The background noise you hear is the kids devouring this apple pie.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This next drink, I'm gonna let Jason make because obviously I was Hotness Express.
Plus, you got something to work on.
Right. I kind of design these drinks. I'm the one that makes them in the kitchen almost always. You've made a few of them. But when
I make the classic ones.
Yeah, you make the classic ones. I make the creative ones.
You make the creative ones, yeah.
You have like chocolate or something on here. Did you have chocolate?
I may have.
You have chocolate on the way out from the store and I just noticed.
I may have had some of those cookies.
All right, y'all. This next drink is using the American Dry Gin from Loch Union. And I infused it with butterfly pea flowers. These are dried butterfly pea flowers. They're supposed to be good for your hair, good for your skin, and it even says they're supposed to be an aphrodisiac. So, I don't know. I just saw them a lot in the mixology scene, and the color is freaking beautiful, so that's what we're going for. I literally only infused this for like an hour and then strained it.
All right, so we're going to make this, we call it the butterfly because of the butterfly, elderflower, gin, pea extract, whatever you just saw. So 2 different parts to this, just to get the effect. You don't have to do it in 2 parts. These are some of our simple syrups, simple syrup recipes in the cookbook, how to make them. These are kind of really the key to low carb.
A lot of our low carb cocktails, learning how to make a good simple syrup is so important, y'all. And I went through a lot of different things before I really landed on a good, solid simple syrup recipe. Definitely in the book, a ton of them in the book.
Yeah, but if you can make one, you can...
If you can make one, you can make any of them. As many combinations as your mind can create, truthfully.
So we're going 1/2 ounces here, 1/2 ounce of elderflower simple syrup. That's 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. We use the volcano. It's okay. This is
fresh is always best, but for lemon juice, sometimes we do use that. It's 100% pressed volcanic lemon. I don't know what the volcano means, but I like it.
1/2 ounce of lime. So 1/2 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 1/2 ounce. Then we're going
equal
with
parts.
This is American gin.
And then you're gonna ice. This is gonna go separate. This is your American gin, but I've already put the pea flower in this one.
Oh, this is already infused.
It's already infused for you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to do this in 2 parts then. All right, so Erica's going to go ahead and stir that up with
our non-existent.
No, it's here.
Okay, there it is.
And we took our bag and crushed some ice earlier, and
yeah, this is really it's a nut milk bag. You know, like to make. It's a nut milk bag. You know, like to make almond milk and stuff like that. But we use it to mash up or to crush ice. Oh, it's supposed to be stirring.
And then we're going to take the gin. This gin is already, I can't even remember what you said.
Infused. This is infused with the butterfly pea flowers, which is why we're calling this drink the butterfly. Plus, this drink is so pretty. This is one of my favorite drinks to date that I've made. Like, I would drink this on the daily. I really would. It's so good. It's a little on the tart side, so if you would like it a little less tart, you could add more simple syrup, but I feel like it's perfect as is. Look at that color, y'all. I mean, seriously, look at that color. It's beautiful. So pretty.
And I'm sure we'll get comments about gin, ice in our gin drinks, but it's just kind of cool for the effect.
Yeah, I was just playing. You could totally put it in a chilled glass with no ice, but I liked it this way. And what it's supposed to do there is kind of turn it like pink on top, but that didn't really happen. It's pink on the bottom now. There's a little bit of pink. Whatever. It was supposed to be this really cool thing for y'all, but I don't know that the ombre-ness is showing up at all, but it's going to taste freaking delicious. So we just kind of put a big mint sprig on top just for looks, and then a straw so that you can stir it a little bit. And that is the butterfly. And it's so good. All right, y'all, the next drink I'm calling Remember Paris. I find that gin and tea go really well together, but I wanted to do something different than like the Earl Grey tea that you see in tons of gin drinks, though that's good too. There's this Harney? I thought it was Harvey and Sons. Harney and Sons makes a tea called Paris. And this tea has black tea, natural vanilla, and citrus. And it's got a little hint of lemony bergamot. So basically, it's just a really oh my gosh, that's like a tongue twister. It's a really
It's a really well-balanced tea. All right, So all we did is we brewed some tea, we put it in a little mason jar and chilled it overnight. So we got 2 ounces of that in there.
I made a really strong tea.
Really strong, right. So how many tea bags did you say?
I would say, let me, you can keep going, I'll show you.
I got.
The tea bags look like this. For 1 cup of tea, I used 4 of these and I steeped it in just lukewarm water for a few hours.
Half an ounce of, this is a vanilla simple syrup.
Smells so good.
Definitely in the cocktail book. Check that out.
Yeah, the vanilla simple syrup recipe is definitely in our book.
And then we're going to go 1/4.
None of these recipes, other than some of the syrups, are in the book, but I will give you the exact recipes in the description.
1/4 of an ounce of, what is this, lemon juice. We're going with the barley gin. I don't know why.
Why you keep saying rye?
I don't know why
barley gin.
It's in my head. So barley gin, 2 ounces of this. And of course we're making this in our cocktail pitcher because we prefer to make our gin in the cocktail pitcher.
The rule of thumb is that you stir gin rather than shake it, but sometimes you shake it. There's always an exception.
Yeah,
so the next drink, we're actually going to shake it.
All right, give it a little stir around here. A little bit more than a little stir. You need
really good stir.
You need a good stir.
Y'all, I love this drink here. It is so freaking delicious.
All right, now we are so set up. I don't even know what glass we're pouring this into.
You could make a really pretty lemon spiral, but what I was planning to do was just to kind of serve it with a lemon wheel right on top. And that is Remember Paris. I think gin and tea just pair so well together.
I like this one. We had this last night.
Yeah, I made this one for you last night.
It's really good cold, really good.
Yeah, it's delicious. All right, y'all, remember how I said that we were having a little bit of a derby theme with some of the stuff? Well, this next drink we're gonna call the Yay or Nay.
All right.
I didn't come up with that. I can't say that I did, but I think it's so cute. Don't you love the pun? Yay or Nay?
All right.
All right, so this is kind of a mint julep riff. Definitely not bourbon. We're using gin. So kind of like a riff on a mint julep. So I went in a different direction, but similar. So
we got 2 slices of ginger in there. We're gonna put 1/2 ounce of lime juice, 1/2 ounce of just regular Swoon simple syrup.
This is the one simple syrup we actually buy because I can't make it any less expensive, truthfully.
And it's good. So Swoon.
It's a good one. Swoon has a really nice mouthfeel. It feels like a simple syrup, where a lot of the other brands give you the sweetness, but they don't give you the mouthfeel of a regular simple syrup. So that's one of the reasons we use Swoon.
That's 1/2 ounce of elderberry. So 1/2 ounce of lime, 1/2 ounce Swoon, 1/2 ounce of elderberry simple syrup. We're gonna muddle this up pretty good with the ginger in here.
Yeah, we're really getting that ginger muddled up to really infuse it with some ginger flavor. That's a big part of this drink is the ginger and the elderflower. I feel like elderflower and gin are like a match made in heaven. Like, I love elderflower, and truthfully, I think some of the notes in a lot of gins, I don't know for sure this one has an elderflower note because they did not tell us exactly what the botanicals were, but I feel like there's a little bit of an elderflower feel, and I'm obsessed with elderflower, y'all. Like, if I can put it in a drink, I'm going to, and there's no elderflower drinks in my cookbook because I could not find organic elderflowers that I could cook down until just recently. So
about 5 leaves of mint. We're gonna lightly muddle the mint.
It can get a little bitter. If you muddle your mint too hard, your drink is gonna end up bitter. So that's why if you're gonna muddle with mint, that's the last ingredient you put in, and then lightly muddle.
All right, Loch Union. This is American gin.
The American gin.
2 ounces here. All right, so we got ginger muddled. We've got
1/2 ounce of elderflower, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and 1/2 ounce of lemon. And then you always, some people have asked me, like, how much ice do I put in and when I'm gonna shake a drink or stir a drink? The rule of thumb is to make sure your ice covers your liquid.
Strain into, we're just gonna do a highball.
That's not a highball.
We're just gonna
do an old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
The OCD heart in me is dying with this set right now, y'all.
You want some mint in this?
A big hunk of mint. We're going derby style. Derby is big. I don't have my hat or my dress, but think Derby. See what you think. I don't think you've tried this one yet. I created this one today.
It's good.
What you think?
Yeah, perfect. Very Derby.
I love it. It's so good.
All right, so there are 4 drinks. This was maybe craziest show we've ever had.
We say that every week. All right, y'all. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We made 4 really, really yummy drinks. They will all be in the link down below. We have our apple pie martini. We have a Remember Paris. If you like tea-based drinks, this is for you. Seriously. We have the one I've been drinking the most, so it's kind of not looking like a full drink anymore, but the butterfly. And we have our Derby type drink, the Yay or Nay.
And remember, there's a promo code down below to get your time to drink cocktail book for $14 at mysouthernketokitchen.com.
Absolutely.
Look down below for the promo code, and we'll run that promo for a while.
Absolutely. Which one of these was your favorite?
It's hard to say. I really like the tea one just on the flavor, but the apple pie martini does the job.
Yeah,
I mean, it really does.
Good. If you
rim the glass and you get the slices and Hazel makes
If you want a dessert drink, this is freaking delicious, and I've made a handful. Yeah. So good. I really would drink any of these any day.
They're refreshing.
All right.
Very nice.
So thanks for hanging out with us. We had a lot of fun tonight, obviously. We always do. And we'll see you again next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Bye, y'all.
Wow.
Be blessed.